We're back.
Yes, the duo is here again.
We know you missed us.
Yes, you did. I'm sure you did. Okay. All right. Well, today we're talking about Big 7 and long division. And I love Big 7, I have to say. This is one of my favorite ways to divide because I love the idea of using multiplication with division. So many times we forget that they go hand in hand so nicely. But love this. So
let's get started.
all right, we'll give it a try.
Let's try it.
Mrs. Week's going to try to write very neatly here, but we'll see what I can do. All right, let's do 628. And here's where that Big 7 name comes in, because I'm going to draw my Big 7. We're going to divide by 12. Okay, well, one of the things that we talked about today in class was the fact that last year, when you built a bank of multiplication that you knew, a lot of times you started with like 12 times 1 or 12 times 2. And although that's great, by now we should really be trying to find bigger numbers to take out of the 628 so that we're not just taking 24.
Yeah, because you're going to be doing dividing for a long time if you're doing that.
Exactly.
And this is where knowing those facts comes in, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And that's what we talked about again in class today, is how important that is, because when I asked my kids, do you know what maybe 12 times 4 is or 12 times 5 is, could we use any of those? So, okay, so let's get going. What kind of facts do you know about 12 that maybe would lend itself to this?
Well, I'm looking at that 62 out of the 628, thinking 62, and I know that 12 times 5 is 60.
Okay, I love that. I'm going to jot that down because if I was in my little thinking mode, I would say 12 times 5 is 60.
So then I bet if I look at that again and I say 12 times 50,
Yeah.
12 times 50 would then just be 600.
And this is so important, guys, because 600, because we know that anything that we do, we multiply by, if we multiply it by the 10 of that, we just add a 0 onto the end. So 12 times 5 was 60, so 12 times 50 would be 600. And boy, that takes a lot out of this, doesn't it?
Okay. It sure does.
So I'm going to do this. And one of our big things to remember, guys, is to record, because we're building our quotient here. So I am going to put 50 right over here so that I know. And now I can just do my subtraction, okay? That's going to leave me with 20. Wow, that was fast, wasn't it?
That was fast.
All right, so now we've taken 600 out of it. I'm left with 28. What do you know about your math facts, Miss Poole, that you could take out of 28 for 12 times something?
Double 12 and you get 24. So
absolutely.
12 times 2 is 24.
Absolutely. So here we go. And we know
that really helped to do that big chunk at the beginning.
It did. And I could have been doing times 10 and taking 120 out, but boy, I would have been here a long time. So, okay. At this point, there's 4 left. Is that smaller than what our divisor is?
It is considerably smaller.
So we know we're done.
We have a remainder.
Yes, we do. So remember, this is going to be our quotient right here. So it's going to be 52 with a remainder of 4. And that's going to be our answer. Ooh, nice job. All right.
What's a quotient?
Oh, the answer to a division problem.
Ah.
This is our divisor, this is our dividend, and now we know this is our quotient.
Very good. All that terminology today, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do another one. That was fun.
Fun. We're going to, okay. I have no idea what happened here, but we're going to give this a try. What is this? All right. Okay, it's still writing. Never mind. Everyone hold on to their hats. So, okay. I'm going to try 856, and again, big 7, and we're going to divide by 14. Now, here's the problem with, if you look at my divisor, that's not usually facts that I memorize. I don't know what 14 times anything, so I'm really going to have to put my thinking cap on and get my noodle going and see if I can't figure some things out. And it might require that I do some multiplication to figure out what 14 times 2 is, or 14 times 3, and those kind of things. So, all right. So
you know,
what do you think?
With a 7, you can or with 14, you can kind of think of 7 and doubling 7 too.
Gosh,
that's
good.
another way of kind of looking at it. So
look at you being a mathematician. I'm so impressed. Okay, so what do you think? What do we know? Like, I know that 14 times 2 is 28, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that means that 14 times 20 would be 280. But that's not really taking much out of it, is it?
It's not.
So maybe I should go a little bit bigger. What do you think?
I would.
Okay.
I would go as big as you can.
Okay, well, is there anything else? Maybe,
Oh.
I
Well,
like fives.
5. Try 5.
Okay.
See what 5.
Well, what is 14 times 5 here? Well, I know that 4 times 5 is 20, and then the 5 times 1, 2 more.
Mhm.
So I've got 70.
You can even use your 12s, thinking about 12 times 5 is 60, and then you have 2 more groups with the 14, so 2 times 5 is 10. You got your 70. We are just all over today.
Absolutely, we need some sound effects here. That is awesome. Okay, so now I have 14 times 5 is 70, but of course, I probably want to go to the 10th.
Oh,
then.
yeah,
So-
we need to get
So
hundreds.
14 times 50 would equal 700. Oh, I'm going right off the page here. 700 is great.
Oh,
Don't you think
that's
good? I love
getting
this.
close. Yep.
Okay, I think I'm going to take that out. So, and this was 50. Remember to keep that going. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Ooh, I'm left with 156. Well, that means this times 20 was too much. What about 14 times 10?
Well, that's what 14 times 10, you're just adding that 0 again, so that's 140.
Okay.
That
I
seems like it would
that.
be an easy number to subtract and to work with as well.
All right, I'm left with 16.
16.
But of course, this is bigger than what my divisor is, so that means I could probably go one more time.
Not done
can't I?
yet. Yep.
That's right. So I'm going to do 14.
Have to make sure that last number is less than your
Right.
divisor.
Okay, which it is now. Now I have this 2 down here.
got
so
it.
this will be my quotient, which looks like it's going to be 61. And then I'm going to have a remainder of 2.
2.
Beautiful
Yay.
job. Quotient, dividend, divisor. Please don't forget that. Okay, now some problems for you guys to try at home. And remember, we do want you using this method. I know people use all sorts of different methods, but when you come in tomorrow, I really want you to have Big 7. Let's try
Big
to
7.
do that. Okay, so let's give you some of those. All right, this just is. All right,
we go.
there we go. There. Okay, so here are your 2 problems to try. So we're going to do 829 divided by 12, and we're going to do 925 divided by 15. So we get some different ones. in
Different
there.
ones. Yeah. Have fun, guys.
Yep. Bye, guys.